this is a really fascinating time here for iCoinPro. Right now, honestly, iCoinPro is going completely viral. I mean, there's absolutely no doubt that that's happening right now. And I think that's partly due, Rich, to the fact that there's another company that's in everybody's minds right now that launched a Powerline marketing system. And that went to over 300,000 paid members in very, very short order. So I don't think anybody wants to miss out on anything. And I think everybody's very clued into what's going on. I think that's part of a trend that we are riding. But we're also riding the crypto trend, and what's happening with that. But I think one of the things is I think a lot of people really have a question about where's the opportunity for them with Bitcoin, right? I mean, yeah, you've got people like Paul D'Souza, our director of crypto education, who was getting Bitcoin back when it was hundreds of dollars. Okay. But what about the average person now who didn't get Bitcoin at $1, $100, $1,000? Where's the opportunity for them now? And also, I'll be honest, investing in crypto is risky. Okay. There are times that you can pick the wrong coin and it can go down and down and down. And there can be serious issues there. And to make things even worse, I don't know if anybody's ever experienced this that's here and listening into this live presentation. Even if you hit that lottery ticket, you never know when to sell, right? And so sometimes you end up losing all the profits that you got because you just didn't simply sell that coin when it was at the top. All right. So, where does this opportunity lie for everybody now? Well, in my personal opinion, it's absolutely in learning to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies for profit. And that was what captivated me back in 2017 when I got got started in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And it's interesting that, now we've gone on since 2017 to introduce thousands of people around the world to Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and trading. And we've helped people who are teenagers to octogenarians learn how to do this and how to use this system. All right. And so I want to just talk for a quick second about the system itself. It's a system that I've been developing. In September 2019, I actually perfected the system, and took a couple of years of actually getting beat up a bit and learning how to do things, the millions of ways you can do things wrong, to find the one simple right way that you can do it right. And we have a couple of gentlemen here who have actually been trading with the system for years, who are going to share their stories and their results. But I was able, using this simple system that anybody can do, to actually 10x Bitcoin's returns at one point. And I'm still beating Bitcoin right now. I continue to outperform Bitcoin using this system since September 2019. I actually have over a 97% win rate with this strategy. And we have this all documented. We actually pulled my personal trading data from September 2019 all the way up through about March of this year. Okay. And we ran the numbers on it, and that is what the numbers came out to. Also, I spend on average, about a half hour in most of my trades. All right. There are some that go longer. There's some that go shorter. There are some crazy trades I've done. They're very short and extremely profitable using this system. All right. So, that is, what the data shows. And what this system is all about is it's all about enabling the average person to learn something that they can do, okay, around their schedule, their time, all right, that involves very simple, low risk, low stress trades where you're in and out. You're not sitting in things for days, wondering, hoping, praying that it goes your way as you just continue to bleed out money. Okay. We're talking about you're in and out. If you like instant gratification, you will love the micro profit system. Hands down. Okay. It is one of the most gratifying systems when you apply it and the market is moving. It is like you said, I've literally had days, Rich, where my wife is like, yo, you have made enough money today. Okay. It's time to step away from the computer. I mean, could you imagine, your significant other saying that to you? Like, yo, you've made enough. You're cut off, get out of there for the day. So, this system is incredible. And one of the wild things about this journey that I've been on to create this system was, so in September 2019, I start trading on Coinbase. Mid 2020, I get an email out of the blue from Coinbase. They say, hey, we want to talk with you, and we want to, ask you about a new project that we're actually developing. And it was a program that is now called Coinbase Advanced, and they actually hired me to help consult with them. And I spent multiple sessions with their user interface team creating that system. And the only reason I can think that they chose me out of 100 million users was, they weren't just randomly, throwing a dartboard at pictures or something. They had a criteria. They were looking at people's trading accounts. They were approaching different traders, and they saw what I was doing. And they said, this is the guy we want to talk to because he knows how to trade. He knows what's going on. And they were seeing those results. That's the only reason I can think that they would have picked me out of all of those different users. And so talking about this simple system, it's what's incredible about what we do is it doesn't matter if Bitcoin goes up, if it goes down, as I like to say, if it goes in loop-to-loops. There are micro profits you can make any time using this strategy. Okay. So, Bitcoin, honestly, personally, I don't care if Bitcoin goes to $100,000 or to $1,000. All right. It doesn't matter to me. The system is the same. The strategy is the same. What we do is exactly the same. And there is tremendous profit to be made, if you know what you're doing and you can do it consistently. And the beauty of what we do, okay, I am not the type of person to sit at my computer all day, all right, looking at the screen, okay, trying to find trades. No, this is how our system works. You spend a couple minutes in the morning, you look over what's hot, you set up some alerts, and you go about your day. And when those, when the market heats up and those coins get hot, you trade them. I have made money in the supermarket. I paid my entire grocery bill with one trade. It's like, that's how this system is actually set up to work. So you trade when it happens, and I do a lot of trading from my smartphone. This is part of how the micro profit system is set up. It's not something where you're sitting in front of the computer all day trying to find a trade or trying to find something. All right. And as if that isn't awesome enough, what we've actually created with what's called the Pro Trading Portal, that's actually possibly coming late next month to members of iCoinPro. We're going to make this even easier. And I want you to envision this, Rich. All right. Imagine that you're out. You get a notification to your phone while you're having dinner. You look at your chart. You say, oh, man, that looks awesome. And you just push a button. When it's ready, it says buy, you buy it, and then our system takes over and helps you complete that trade. Okay. This is where we're going with iCoinPro. But listen, we did not have this in 2017. All right. We did not have this in 2018, 2019. We've been developing this system up to this moment. This is a watershed moment for the company. All right. And this is the point where iCoinPro goes viral, goes mainstream. And that's absolutely happening right now. So, all right. I want to, really emphasize to everybody to, don't take this, the training lightly. We have a free boot camp that you can do back there. Make sure that you get through that free boot camp. You're going to listen. Once you do that free boot camp, it takes you about 40 minutes. Okay. You're going to learn your first trade. All right. And you're going to be able to get in there, and crypto is going to become part of your life. You're going to be watching the markets. You're going to have alerts set up. You're going to do all this yourself, and you're going to have absolute certainty that you can do this yourself. By the time that you actually finish that, you're going to have absolute certainty that you can do it once you get through the boot camp that we offer. And on top of that, also, we have an amazing community of people who have been trading with us for years. Jason, Cliff, we've got Lily, Mike. We have full-time traders that are pros that have been doing this forever. They're all there to help you succeed. We have an extremely vibrant community that's back there. So you can plug into that. And you're never alone in iCoinPro. It's really a family environment, a great family atmosphere. And, when you talk about trading, a lot of people have had experiences or tried it. Other programs in like Forex futures, I mean, they can be thousands of dollars, all right, to even just, get started. And they can be hundreds of dollars per month. We want the average person to have access to the training and the software and the system that iCoinPro provides. So we make this extremely affordable for people. Our software program, everything, community access, is only $39.95 per month. You have access to all of that, okay? You can literally make more than that on a single trade using the system. So this is a no-brainer, I believe firmly, for people. And it's something that, when you get in there and you learn the system and start applying it, it is going to be one of the best decisions that you've ever made. And I know the saying is you regret more the decisions that you didn't make, or the actions you didn't do, than the things you did. So definitely don't end up in that group. Take advantage of what we have here for you. And I want to actually bring out Jason and Cliff here to talk a little bit and share their stories, so that they can actually, share what's been happening for them. I think both of them have traded for about 3 years now with this system. So Jason, I'm going to go ahead and let me see if I can bring you out here. And if you want to unmute, and Jason, just tell us a little bit about yourself and then your journey with iCoinPro and what you've been able to do with the micro profit system.
Sure, no problem. My name is Jason Lancaster. I'm from a small town here in North Alabama. Pretty much like a lot of people, I was looking for side income. Bitcoin in 2017. Yes, I have a Bitcoin story like a lot of us. It had crashed, and when it crashed, I lost like 60-70% on an investment. So I told myself, I said, man, I've got to do something to where that don't happen, to where I understand the market. Because at the time I had no strategy, didn't understand anything. I knew what Bitcoin was. I had studied it, but I didn't know anything about the markets. And so fast forward, I'd been following Forex traders, crypto traders on YouTube, Facebook, different various places. And, I've been following Justin for about 2 or 3 years at the time, became a fan of his, really liked it. I thought his power line system was neat when he was with a former company, and I'd seen him promoting it. So I don't even think I reached out to you first, Justin, and I reached out to another team member and got started. And man, I was excited because my why was I was working a job that was swing shift. It was very exhausting working that shift work. I've been doing it, going on 16, 17 years. And I was looking to get out of that. I've been doing affiliate marketing some, but you guys know when you're working swing shift and overtime, it becomes kind of very difficult to be consistent. And so when I found iCoinPro and Justin, it changed everything for me. Like a lot of people, I had to start with a low budget. Now I started somewhere around $400 or $500 because I had it at the time. Practiced, studied. The first 3 or 4 months was a little rocky. I had a couple losses one week. I think my third month, because I was working night shift and wasn't able to get in the training to see that you had already put out a training for what we were going through at the time. And unfortunately, I didn't catch it, so I had a couple losses there. And after that, it's been on the up and up. I mean, pretty much after that, I think that was the fall of 2019. I joined in the first quarter of 19, I think February, March. And after that, every year I've continued to compound that money to where I could leave my job in, I believe that was 2000. See, we're in 23. So that would have been the summer of 21. I was able to leave my job and start trading full time.
Wow.
It's really propelled me, Justin. I can't thank you enough. It's an easy system. And I follow different markets, guys. I trade other markets, but this is the easiest system that you're going to come across, and it's doable for the working person too. That's what makes this so great. And as you go along, you will learn how to adjust and work it in with your daily life. Let it become a part of your life, and it'll reward you.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is amazing. So you started with $500, worked that up to where you could actually go full time, as a trader, which is absolutely incredible. Jason, congratulations on your success. I'm going to throw in a quick disclaimer here because we got to do that. Again, it's important because we want to paint the realities of this for everybody. But this is a disclaimer. iCoinPro, the iCoinPro Trade Finder and its trainers, we provide an informational service only and are not responsible for any investments made applying this information. The results described are not typical and are not guarantees of future income. Any investment does contain risk. It's 100% of the responsibility of the investor to assess the risk rewards involved, and it's possible to lose some or all of your investment. We assume no liability assumed or implied for your application of the information shared from the training programs. We have to get those disclaimers out there because we do everything right here at iCoinPro. We're building this for the long haul. So awesome. Jason, thank you so much for sharing that. And Cliff, I want to bring you out now and have you actually talk and share your story because it was actually awesome. We were talking the other day and you sent me a kind of an up-to-date summary. I mean, we've chatted and known each other for a while now, but it was pretty exciting. So Cliff, I'm going to turn this over to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how the micro profit system has benefited your life.
All right. Thank you, Justin, for having me on tonight. I appreciate it. So I've been in the kitchen and bath remodeling business for years and years. And I'm here in Arizona in the suburb of Phoenix. And as you can see, I'm not quite as young as Jason is. So I started to worry a few years ago about what I was going to do for a retirement. I actually do very well in my remodeling business, but I also understand that the day I stop working there is the day that my income stops. And so I was looking for some way to solve a retirement problem or have an opportunity to retire and not do this until I fell over dead. So just out of sheer luck, one day I was online and I found iCoinPro online and went to the website and looked at what they had there. And the message that I saw then is really the same message that we see today. And that is, we have a system that we can teach you, and it's simple, and you'll be able to learn how to earn money online. And once you learn this system, you'll have that in you for the rest of your life. You'll be able to use that skill set from now on to earn money. And so I thought, well, that seems like a pretty easy thing to test, right? So I created an account and started looking at the trainings and started trading. And sure enough, the test that I did to see if it was actual and if it was real made a lot of sense to me. And I could see right away that there was an opportunity. And, like Jason, initially I kind of struggled a little bit. The first few months, I did not even know anything about ladder buying. So if you can imagine that. And so I was always really nervous about where to enter a trade. And I tried my best to enter, at the perfect location, the perfect dip point. And then once I learned to ladder buy, all of my fears and concerns and worries went away. And it's just ever since I've done well. I typically increase my budget by about, or my trading balance by about 10% per month, and I've done that for some time. I started in the same dollar range as Jason did back when I got started, just because I didn't want to risk very much. And so I'm 3 years in and doing great. I absolutely love it. I love to trade. I find it exciting, but most of all, my gratitude is that I now have an opportunity and an option to retire and I would anticipate that's gonna happen in the next year or so. Just one real quick story. I actually ran into a guy recently. When I started trading 3 years ago, I shared the micro profit system with him, and he looked at it and then he patted me on the back and said, "Hey, good luck with that." And I just ran into him or spoke to him recently the other day, and he said, "Hey, how's that coin thing going for you?" I said, "The coin thing?" And he said, "Well, I thought you were doing like Bitcoin or something." I said, "You mean the trading, the cryptocurrency trading?" He said, "Yeah, are you still doing that?" I said, "Yeah, I'm still doing that." "Well, how's it going?" And I said, "Well, it's going really well. I'm actually undefeated in 2023. He said, what does that mean? I said, it means I haven't lost a trade yet this year. And you know, his response was he didn't know what to say. He just looked at me, and I know what he was thinking. He was thinking, well, you must be some sort of a, you know, a cryptocurrency savant or a Bitcoin genius or something. But the reality is that's not the case. You don't have to. Anybody can do this, and that's what's so great about it. Anybody can do this. It's a very simple system, very simple to learn, and once you learn it and start running with it, you'll do great as well.
Awesome. Cliff, thank you so much. And that's so powerful. Again, you know, started with a modest amount, learn the system, you know, traveled this journey, and now you're within earshot of having the ability to retire. I mean, you know, this is real stories. Okay. So anybody who puts their feet on this path, this is the journey that you can take too. So, you know, again, just start with that free boot camp. Now, I want to shift gears here for a second, and I'm going to talk about what's created a lot of excitement right now, which is the Powerline marketing system that we've implemented. And the Powerline system is a really you know, unique marketing method. And I'll tell you, it seems like it's new or it's catching fire and stuff like that. But honestly, this is a strategy that's been around for a long, long time. Back when you know, I was a bit even younger. In the early 2000s, my father, who was a professional network marketer, he actually he's built organizations into the hundreds of thousands of people when he was alive. He was fantastic at it, and he taught me this really simple thing back then. And this is back, and now I'm going to really date myself, back when you used to have to like fax in an application to get people to sign up. Rich is laughing. So, you know, and that sounds like, if you could only imagine, I mean, now everything's so push button, it's so easy, payment, everything is just instant, right? Back then, no, you get a fax, you'd have to send this fax in right to the company. Well, what we used to do was this method where we would get a fax of somebody who had signed up, and we'd say, hey, you know, Joe signed up. We'd call John, who was sitting on the fence, and we'd say, John, Joe just signed up. Listen, I'm going to do this for you. If you go ahead and get started by Wednesday night, I'm going to go ahead and put Joe underneath of you. Okay. And that would get John to get off the fence and take action, right? It create that fear of loss, that sense of urgency that he needed to make that decision. Okay. So that was how we used to have to do it. Well, listen, the Powerline is basically the same thing, except for it's on steroids. Okay. And you know, again, that one company that I mentioned in the beginning, 300,000 paid members in a few short months using a Powerline marketing system. Absolutely. That's got to be a world record. I mean, you know, and at the rate that we are growing already, I can tell you we're going to give them a run for their money. All right. The Powerline absolutely, you know, 100% works. And if you look in your back office and you see yellow, okay, those are people who have paid that are underneath of you. If you have yellow people underneath of you and you decide to go ahead and upgrade tonight, you already have a guaranteed commission from those people that are underneath of you. All right. And you also have the potential to think of it as like a piggy bank. You know, you might have hundreds of members that are underneath of you. Well, as you go out there and you learn the system and share it with others and stuff like that, you can tap into all of those people. Those people stay there. When you upgrade and tomorrow, when you look at your back office, they're all going to be there. Okay. They're not going anywhere. It is exactly how it shows. It's going to be the same tomorrow when you log in there and see it. Those members are there. But here's the thing. Okay. You have to lock in your position tonight. All right. If you don't make the decision to go ahead and upgrade to customer or affiliate and get into the system by the cutoff, which is tonight at midnight. All right. Any of those people who do make the decision, those yellow people that you see there, they're going to go ahead and jump ahead of you. All right. So, you know, and you will miss out on them forever, and they will actually be able to earn on you when you finally make the decision. Okay. To get started. So absolutely make that decision. This is the most win-win-win opportunity I've ever seen in over 2 decades of network marketing. You win with the power line marketing. You win with the product. Never has there been a product in network marketing that you can go and use that to make money with the product itself. You can actually even potentially earn a full-time income without even sponsoring somebody in this program, just using the product. All right,
Jason.
Exactly. So, I mean, this is what I call a no-brainer. You know, and you have absolutely nothing to lose, everything to gain here. Plug into the system. Tonight is the night. It is the power line. You know, anybody that you've you know, talked to about this, make sure that they know that tonight is the cutoff. All right, and you know, get in there and get yourself started. You are absolutely going to be so happy that you made that decision. And as you move through and you get through the training and everything like that, every single step is going to get better and better for you. So with that, again, Jason, I want to thank you for coming out. Cliff, I want to thank you. Rich, thank you for being here and hosting tonight. And thank you for being here, you know, from the beginning and you know, being excited about what we're doing now and these moves. And do not underestimate the power of the power line. All right. So I'll leave you with that, everybody. Take care. Have a great evening. And we will be talking to you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks.